Yeah, I think that's going to be good for me.
Yeah, that was my plan. Yeah. I will coordinate to the right. Like Larry's working so hard to just back to back.
All right, and then right, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
All right. Their voice with the
Good?
Looks good. Yep.
Good thing we're both 6 feet plus.
Welcome, everybody, to a classic matchup of the LWSRA Hawks versus the Marquette Golden Eagles. These teams have seen each other quite a bit. This is LW's home tournament, so they are the home team in the white jerseys. On the court, you've got Sydney, Taylor, Kat, Lucy, and G starting us off. Got quite the bench here today. Mac has joined us. Mac from Illinois, of course, joining the team. And then also you've got the Cosgrove sisters and Sophia on the bench. So it should be a good matchup. Marquette's been able to get the better of them in the early matchups, but LW has always made a game of it. Last minute adjustments to the game clock. Getting the game reset from the previous game. This is Marquette's first game this tournament. Prep squad has had 2 games today. They are 1-1, defeating Chicago, but LW junior team got the best of them. There's the tip. Marquette wins the tip. Taylor Post has the basketball. Taylor over to Kat in the middle. Sydney coming over to fill that middle lane. Ball's over to G. Good seal by Lucy. G has about a 7-foot shot off the front of the rim. And LW has the rebound. Good defense by Marquette, keeping everybody out of the lane. We do have a shot clock here. You might not be able to see it on the screen. It's down to 5 seconds. Cam's got the ball. Sydney has a hand in the face. Doesn't matter. Cam gets the first points. And LW is up 2-0. Lucy doing a great job back picking. Marquette has a 5-on-3. See what they can do with it. LW gets back in. Ball's over to Taylor. Kat's going to get the seal. Off the backboard. Kat's got the rebound. Up and in. Kat Redden ties the game. Kat is back picked out by Zalen. Cam's got the ball. Taylor's going to jump out on that shot. Roll into the hoop. That's a consequence of jumping. But that's their number 5 shooter. Exactly the defense that you want to see have happen. Smart play by Marquette. 2 are picked out. Marquette's got numbers. Sydney's in the middle. Gets the ball from Kat. Sydney up and in. Marquette's got the lead 4-2. Ball swings over to Zalen. It's a long shot off the top of the backboard. Kat's got the ball. Lucy's out ahead. A little bit of a press there by L-Dub. Not sure if that's intentional or not. We'll see in the next few ones. Sydney's down in the lane. Taylor sees her. Another bucket for Sydney Whaley-Smith. Able to slice up that defense. Timeout, Hawks. Cam's got the ball on top, about 15 seconds on the shot clock, over to Zalen. She takes a look at the rim, swings it back over to Cam. Cam takes that shot, and he hits it. Such a smooth shooter. Always a threat when he is out on the court. No press by L-Dub. One's back picked out. It's a quick 5-on-4 if they can take advantage of it. They get it down to Sydney. Oh, Sydney not able to hit that short shot. She's 2 for 3. So good news, she's be able to get to the lane. Hopefully can hit 100% of those shots going forward. Ball swings over to number 17. He can hit that shot, and he does. And after that timeout, L-Dub has tied up the basketball game, 6-6. G all the way to the hoop. Gotta hold Gianni Quintero if you're gonna have a shot at beating Marquette. Nobody holds him. Easy bucket for G. Nice to see him be patient and take his time. He's such a speedster. Sometimes gets ahead of himself. Ball swings over to Zalen. You can see Lucy and Taylor effectively doing what's called the yo-yo there, depending on which side Zalen went. Either Lucy popped out or Taylor popped out, but it wasn't a full jump. They're going to jump Cam as a shooter. Sydney back in the middle. Nobody's holding her. She gets her own rebound. Back up and in. That's 6 points for Sydney early. Great showing by Whaley-Smith. She does a great job getting into the lane. Great job finishing those shots. Marquette off to a strong start, up 10-6. Kat prevents Cam from sneaking back. Great help defense there by Taylor. You can see they want to double team Cam, so you see 3 players over there. That leaves open the middle, but Lucy helps. Great defense by Marquette. Just outstanding defense. Outstanding defensive teamwork there by Marquette. We'll try to call that out for you again, but you can see when Cam is over there, they really pressure Cam as a shooter. And when somebody's jumping them, that leaves the pick and roll open, so that middle defender has to come over. Lucy did a phenomenal job, has really done a great job learning the defense in her freshman year, and she was able to cover. Unfortunately, a foul on Marquette. So we have good shot clocks here, meaning that after fouling out of bounds, it goes down to 20 seconds. At some tournaments, you recall that it only can get reset to 30 seconds. Foul on Sydney with the chair. So some quick fouls there, 2 on this possession by Marquette. Something to keep an eye on. Sydney jumps out on Cam. That leaves open in the middle, but G deflects it. Lucy with the steal. Here comes Marquette. One is going to be picked out. Max out on the court now. So you have Kat, Sydney, Lucy, Mac, and G. G sees Kat underneath. Both Kat and Sydney snuck underneath there. 2 excellent shooters down by the layup line. And G finds it. G just does a great job of moving the ball around. Usually has double-digit assists. So you can see the yo-yo there. Zaylen has to swing it back. Cam switches sides. They jump the shooter. Zaylen cuts to the middle. Great offensive execution. G gets to Mac. Mac likes that shot. Just barely rims out. He's usually good from that location. Cam's got the ball. They're down by 4 with 3:40 to play in this first quarter. You can see Sydney holding the shooter out there. She gets picked momentarily, but Kat was there to frustrate the shooter. Great team defense again. Strong defensive possession. Marquette basketball. G's underneath. Sydney and Mac working together. Sydney says, Mac, you've got a good shot over there. You take the outside shot. I'll dive for you. Mac's got a clear shot if he wants it. He doesn't. He gets it over to G. G with the backboard leaves it a little bit short. LW pleased with their defense there. Sydney Whaley-Smith with the rebound, gets it over to G. One is picked out. It's a 5-on-4. G gets to about nice touch on the shot. Falls a little short. LW basketball. Nice steal by number 3. Cam with a nice smooth shot. LW is going to decide to press. Always dangerous to do with Gianni on the court. He gets a steal from Sydney. It's now 4-on-3. G returns the favor down to Sydney. Ball poked away at the last minute. Great defense by LW. After the great break of the press. Just good hands by the defense there. Cam too far underneath the backboard, hits the side of it. Ball's back over to G. G's got the wheels. He's ahead of everybody. It's a 3-on-2. Defender has to choose. He chooses G. That leaves Cat wide open for the bucket. Not sure how long that press is going to be a strategy. Meanwhile, Catherine by herself gets the ball in the backcourt. She was being backpicked and used it as an opportunity to play great defense. Travel called on Gianni Quintero. Taylor's in the ball game for Lucy Raitt. So LW's done a great job of getting back into this game despite stellar offense and defense by Marquette. LW's only down by 4. Great help defense. Nowhere for them to go. Shot clock is down to 11. Ball swings out to Cam. They're going to jump Cam as the shooter. Great steal by Marquette. Unfortunately, too many hands on the ball. Goes out of bounds. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. So the ball gets poked away for like that. The shot clock does not reset unless there's clear possession. Cam gets the ball. That's not what you want to see. Max got the rebound, though. Gets it to G. G's got Sydney all the way on the other side. If he needs it, it's now a 3-on-2. Nobody covers G. Easy layup. So hard to press Marquette with the speed of Gianni Quintero and the height with Mac and Sydney on the court. Just all around a great job breaking the press. They struggled with it early in the season, but are now doing just a fantastic job making teams pay when they try to press them. Ball swings over to Zalen. Zalen drops it underneath on the pick and roll. The help defense is not back in time. They don't make Marquette pay, though, except they get the rebound, and Zalen's headed to the free throw line for 2 shots. Zalen's first shot. Bounces off the rim. She'll have another opportunity. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Off the long rebound, Sydney had it for a moment. Now there's a fight for the ball. Jump ball. The tip was won by Marquette, so that means that this first jump ball goes to LW at 12 seconds left. Shot clock is irrelevant because there's only 12 seconds left. Mac jumps the shooter. A long time in the lane. It's got to be 3 seconds. It is. Ball goes to Marquette. 5 seconds left. Ball is into Mac. Mac up to Taylor. Too strong of a pass. 1 second left. So strong first quarter by Marquette. They're up 16-10. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back in action. Catherine takes the first shot off the backboard, too strong. On the court, you have Kat and Lucy together with Mac, Taylor, and Gianni. Ball swings over again. Matched away that you beat that pressure defense. That shot is possible because of the double team on Cam. Defense not able to recover on the swing. Nice shot by 25. If he can hit that, that means Marquette's not going to be able to double Cam, which would be good news for them. I think that was a 3 seconds call. Couldn't quite see it from here. Sydney Whaley-Smith back in the game for Cat. Cam's got the basketball. He can hit that three-point shot. Lucy jumps out there. Ball swings over. 25 hit the shot last time. Can he hit it again? He does. Shot looked a little bit long, but got a shooter's roll there. That's going to really open up Cam if he's able to continue that shot. G with a 360 spin into the lane. Nice move. Look of determination on his face. Great move by G. Taylor hustling hard to get back into this play. He does. Nice move by Cam of his own. But the taller Sydney Whaley-Smith got the best of him there. Gianni's got the ball. It's a 3-on-3. G patiently waiting for the rest of his team. Sees a lane. Gets in. Unable to complete. Great defensive rebounding by Marquette. Something that they've been working on in practice to avoid offenses getting second opportunities. G sees Sydney in the middle. Sydney gets fouled, but there's no call. She gets the rebound, though. Swings over to G. Nice 4-foot shot. Marquette maintains a 6-point lead. Mix up on defense there. That leaves Zaylin open to the lane. She misses, gets a rebound and gets fouled. Likely on the floor. Coach brings out Lucy to have a conversation about that missed rotation on the defense. Great learning opportunity for these young players. Ball is out to Cam. They're going to swing it over to 25, who's had the hot hand. Zaylin's deep in the middle. Nice defense by Cat. Here comes Marquette. Cat has great ball handling skills. Gets the ball across half court. No danger of a 10-second call. Marquette gets into their set offense. Taylor finds G in the middle. G sees Mac on the side. Mac scores. Marquette says, we know how to break a rotation defense ourselves. Gets a nice, easy layup for Mac. All right, Cam's got the ball. Swings it over to 25 again. They like that offense. He's a little gun shy this time. Waits for the pick and roll. That's a long time in the lane. Backward shot. Marquette basketball. Hard for those big players to stop their chair. They usually are going to wait for some chair contact. Sometimes if you pull the chair from underneath them, meaning don't let your own chair stop them, they can't handle it. Team misses Sydney wide open in the middle, and instead there's a jump shot on the outside. You can hear everybody yelling middle, but they missed the pass. Sydney's now picked out. She's hustling hard to get back in. 25 is the shooter. She's now back in. Mac does a great job on the cover defense. Great defense by Marquette. Unfortunately, two hands on the rebound. Nice block by Taylor, getting back into the defense. LW basketball. Coach Jordan wants a timeout to talk some things over. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back. Referees correct the shot clock because there's no shot that hit the rim, just lots of blocks. So 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Marquette has an 8-point lead. Marquette really packing the lane to avoid a cut to the lane. Ball out to Cam. G is there. Behind the backboard. What a shot. Ball is great pass out to G. G takes his time and scores. Wonderful possession by Marquette. But what a shot by Cam on LW. He was well behind the backboard, and that ball almost went in. Marquette's got a 10-point lead. On the court, you have Kat and Sydney together with Mac, G, and Taylor. Cam's got the ball with about 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Mac way out deep. He gets picked. Foul on Cat. Chair contact, fairly minor contact, but refs have been fairly consistent in calling that this game. Players are going to have to adjust. Ball's into Cam. Sydney is out there. She can't get through on the pick. Mac recovers. Sydney now comes back. Too late on the pick and roll. Great execution by LW. They're going to try to press again. But Marquette easily gets the ball across in just 5 seconds. Plenty of time to set up their offense if they want to. Ball over to Taylor. Ball's too strong, but Taylor's quick enough to get over there and get it in. 10 seconds left. Cat in the middle. Nice, easy shot. Cat just a great shooter from every angle of the court, but particularly in the middle, and she extends that lead back to 10 points with less than 4 minutes to play in this first half. Strong performance by Marquette. They've had a couple weeks off. This is their last tournament before regionals in Minnesota next week. Gianni with the rebound, gets it to Mac. back, gets it across to Sydney. Sydney has just such great hands to catch sometimes the wild passes. G's one-on-one, sneaks behind Zaylen, gets the angle he likes. Seeing a really patient Gianni Quintero here. We like to see that. And he's playing great. Cam's got the ball. Max out there behind the three-point line with him. Here comes Zaylen for the pick. Double screen. That leaves 25 open. Leaves the ball a little bit short. Actually, a really good offensive run. Ball over to Sydney. Again, very sure hands. She sees Cat. Perfect pass. Over to Mac. And another layup. Not sure how long LW can maintain this press. Marquette just doing a phenomenal job of getting it across the line. That combination of speed and high. Sorry, scoreboard folks getting a bit of instruction here, but with that speed of Marquette and the height, they're just doing a phenomenal job of breaking the press. Full timeout here by LW, and we'll be back in just a moment. About 2.5 minutes left here to play. Cam with a nice look and a nice shot. Gianni's got a nice seal from Sydney. Taylor on the sideline. He nestles in there. Gets the ball into Mac. Mac gets blocked from behind. Good defense by LW. They've got a 12-point deficit with about 2 minutes left to play in this first half. Nice defense by Taylor, knocking that ball away over to Cat. Oh, sloppy pass there by Marquette. The press pays off. I hope all of you saw how Zaylen could pop up in that chair. That is just magnificent. I wish I had that kind of strength. Cat, Sid gets the rebound, gets out of the lane, avoid the 3 seconds. Gianni with an 8-foot shot off the backboard. Max got the rebound. Marquette just doing a phenomenal job rebounding today. So much emphasized over the last few weeks on boxing out and getting good rebounds, and boy, is it paying off. Usually these games are much closer, but Marquette has opened up a 14-point lead with just 1 minute left to play. Cam gets close, lets the taller hands close past him. Another sloppy pass, breaking the press. Cameron, a phenomenal free throw shooter, so he can get his team back to within 10. Shot is up and is a swish. Second shot is good. One of the best free throw shooters in the league. No surprise there. Taylor sees a shot that he likes and hits it. Phenomenal shot there by Taylor. Exciting news for Marquette fans. Taylor Post this week had his public signing to commit to Arizona. So congratulations to Arizona for picking up great talent from here in Wisconsin. Excited for Taylor and his family to see him playing college wheelchair basketball. Sitting with the rebound, there's 8 seconds left. She gets it out to G. Fast break here. 3 seconds left. G takes his time, hits a scoop, and scores, extending that lead even further. So at the end of the first half, it is LWSRA 22 and your Marquette Golden Eagles 36. Great first half of basketball for Marquette. We'll see you back for the second half. Welcome back for second half basketball of the LWSRA Hawks versus the WASA Golden Eagles. This is the home tournament for LW, Lincoln Way Sports Recreation Association. So happy to be here to support a team that has been with us for a very long time. So lots of familiar faces out there. Strong first half performance by Marquette. They're up by 14. Let's see what LW does differently. They got Zaylen down closer than they have before. She doesn't like that shot, though, so they're going to reset. But that was a good-looking opportunity for them. They're going to play yo-yo on number 25 over there. G has the rebound, needs some help, gets it over to Kat. They've got about 4 seconds to get it across. They get it to Taylor, and they do. The press is broken. See if they turn this into a fast break. Nice seal by Sydney. G's down low, over to Kat. And ball is too far, but Lucy gets the rebound after the tap. Ball's down over to G, swings it over to Kat. Lots of ball movement by Marquette. Shot is up and good by Kat Redden. Great ball movement by Marquette. So it looks like Marquette's defense is to continue to jump Cam, but only Cam on the jump shot. They don't get to him in time, and he makes them. Oh, looks like that was going to go in, but Marquette gets a forward-moving bounce. Scramble for the ball. Foul called, not sure on who. So, discussion here between the referees. A foul was called, but there is a conference by the referee. Foul called. All right, ball's back in. Foul was called there after a scramble for the ball. Ball's into Sydney. Sydney's got about a 6-foot shot, maybe 5 feet. G gets the rebound, lots of hands in front of him. Foul called. G's headed to free throw line. Also an excellent free throw shooter. First shot is in for Gianni Quintero. Lots of fans here from Wisconsin and, of course, from Illinois. Great to see such a strong sign of support. G hits both free throws. Marquette's up by 18. 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. Nice movement by Kat to keep out the defender. Gets spun around there, keeps the ball. Ball too far for G. Turnover Marquette. So in for Lucy and Sydney are Mac and Sophia, seeing some action here in this varsity game. Many of you will remember Sophia from that championship prep team last year. So yo-yo defense did not quite work there. Only one side of the yo, but nevertheless, that shot does not go in. Here comes Marquette. Mack with a three-point attempt just off the back of the rim. Back of the rim. And it is L-Dub's ball. So not much scoring since that confusion on the foul. Both teams have not scored a bucket in the last 4 minutes ago. Marquette maintains an 18-point lead. Cam with a three-point shot. Nice gentle hook pass to G to break the press. Defense had to choose between G and Taylor. They covered Taylor. That left G open for that nice smooth 3-foot shot, and he hits it. Marquette's up by 20. Turnover L-Dub, it's Marquette basketball. Stay with us after this game. Marquette immediately jumps into their next game playing Rancho from California. We have not seen Rancho yet. They have one of the best players in the nation, and they're one of the best teams in the nation, so it should be a good game and a good test for Marquette. Max in the lane is going to have to take that shot. Sophia almost grabs that rebound. G with about a 7-foot shot, misses everything. Has a great expression on his face. Not sure what happened with that shot. He's not sure either. L-Dub basketball. 5:42 to play in the third quarter. Marquette showing some dominant defense. Fortunately, don't get that rebound. Nice move by Cam. A little bit too much spin on that shot. Does not fall. Ball down to Taylor, off to the side. Nice gentle shot, gets that shooter's roll. Marquette is up big, 22 points, doubling the Hawks score. Usually it's about this point in the game that Marquette lets L-Dub back into the game, and not a good sign there that Cameron hits that shot. Great three-point shooter. Gonna have to guard him at the three-point line no matter what the score is. G gets close, off the front of the rim. Rebound L-Dub. Nobody holds Cameron again. He's going to launch another three-pointer and hit it. 6 quick points for Marquette. Not sure what Marquette is thinking. Doesn't take too many three-pointers to get back into the game. Cat coming in hot. She hits it. This time Gianni is out there to put a hand in front of Cam, but he shoots it again and just rolls out. They're going to have to do a better job of holding Cameron there. Bit of a frustration foul by Cameron. Marquette basketball. All right, a complete swap of the offense here. You hear the new players coming in saying everybody but G. G can't be substituted because he's at the free throw line. So you have in the Cosgrove sisters, Ann and Ivy, Sydney, Lucy, and Gianni. So you have 4 of the 5 prep national champions on the court. Sydney's going to go out and make sure Cam doesn't get a clean look at a three-point shot. Cam looking for the foul call there. Did get his chair hooked a little bit. Ball's up to Lucy. G's got the basketball. Ball is safely across in only 8 seconds. Sydney's got a ball. She's got a lane. She slows her chair. She scores. Great ball handling. Great seal by Lucy to get Sydney to the rim. Marquette's back up to 21. Cam now 2 for 4 from the three-point line. Ball easy across to Sydney, who's got, again, such great hands. When players get in trouble, they look for her. Lucy's got the ball down low. Ball swings over to Anna. Anna's going to get a steal from her sister. Sydney's in the middle. Great move by Sydney to get to the middle and scores. That looks familiar from that prep national championship team. Anna with the great dish to Sydney in the middle. Hopefully we'll see more of that next year when Anna comes up full-time to be part of the varsity team. Timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. Sydney up there so that Cam doesn't get a clean shot. Lucy gets the ball. It's a 2-on-1. Lucy gets around Cam. Lucy over to Sydney. Great assist, great finish. Thought for a moment there that Lucy was going to go coast to coast, but she gets it over to Sydney for the assist. Great defensive play by Lucy Raitt. Good defense by the Cosgrove sisters. Ball gets down low, though. They can't get a hand that high. Marquette's up by 25 with just about a minute to play here in the third quarter. G tries to get into Sydney. Too many hands in the way. Lucy has the rebound. Over to G. .40 seconds left to play. About 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball gets swung over to Sydney. Sydney back into G. G with the reverse scoop. Anna shoots the ball up. Now Ivy. Ivy with the rebound and the score. 20 seconds left, so the shot clock is off. Marquette breaks out to a 27-point lead in this third quarter. All right, strong performance by Marquette. Score is 57-30. We'll be back for fourth quarter action in just a moment. All right, lots of substitutions on both sides. 2 new players in for L-Dub. And you out on the court, Kat, Ivy, Mac, Sophia, and Taylor. See who does the ball handling here. Mac's got it for the moment. Ivy, a great ball handler at the prep level. Always have Catherine as a great opportunity. Deep pass over to Taylor. It connects. Taylor just off the front of the rim. Mac with the block. Catherine with a nice move to the lane. Gets cut off by Zaylin. Max underneath there. Off the backboard and in. Marquette extending their lead. Mac has the ball, gets across half court, gets pinched by the defenders, resets the offense. Mac into Taylor, Taylor down low, and Taylor scores. That means Marquette's up by 31. That should mean that we have a continuous clock now. And the clock should just keep going given the score differential. Taylor's got the ball down low, lots of hands in front of him, not able to connect. Catherine with the rebound. Cat swings it to Taylor. Ball gets knocked away. Cat hustling hard as is LW. We'll see who gets the ball. They have the ball. See if they can take advantage of it. 17 nestles into a nice spot that they like. 2-point basket. All right, Catherine headed to the free throw line. First shot by Catherine is good. Second shot does not get the roll. Zalen has the basketball. Taylor jumps out. Ball too strong. Max got the rebound. Here comes Marquette. Mack over to Cat. Cat sees Ivy in the lane. Ivy doesn't like that shot. Smart play to bring it back out. Ball's into Mack. Matt's got about a 4-foot shot. Leaves it short. Gets his own rebound. Ball is up. And not sure how that one didn't fall, but it doesn't. Nice defense by Ivy. Mack has a rebound. Over to Catherine. Ivy, too strong. But Taylor's got it off the side of the rim. No good. Got about 5 minutes left in this game. Incredibly strong performance for Marquette. This was the dominant win that coaches and fans have been looking for. Great to see them get all of their act together to handle what is usually a close game. Marquette has the fast break. It's Mack. Mack with the scoop off the backboard, back into his hands, and he scores. Marquette is up 64-32. Foul on Cat. Zalen with the shot. Around the rim and out. Here comes Anna Cosgrove. All right, so you have a preview here, folks, of potentially next year's team with the addition of Cat, but you have all 5 players on the court right now, part of the national champion prep team with Sydney and Lucy as the freshmen, the 2 8th graders, Sophia and Anna, and the 7th grader, Ivy. Shots up by Zalen and good. So, great preview of next year's team. Of course, Kat Redden will be a senior and leading this team next year, but with a strong contingent of what you see on the court right now. Anna takes a shot. So good sportsmanship by both teams, giving some younger players an opportunity to play. Marquette basketball. Ivy sees Sydney down low. Sydney gets her own rebound. Gets the ball in that time. Again, reminiscent of last year's prep national team. Sydney being able to maneuver her chair so close to the hoop, and great passing by the Cosgrove sisters, together with great picks and seals by the rest of the team. Great defense there by Lucy and Ivy. Ball swings across. Bit too tough to handle. Shot clock is down to 5. Shot's got to go up. It does. Does not connect. Marquette basketball, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. Ivy races down court. Sees her sister Anna in the middle, and Anna scores. Zalen has the ball for the Hawks. Great defense by Lucy and Anna out there. Ball gets swung across. Nice catch on a strong pass. Just a bit too far. Lucy with the shot. Rattles around and out. She's got the rebound. Sophia's got the basketball. Gets it over to Sydney at the top. Back down to Anna. To Lucy. Not able to connect. So really padding the rebound stats. Coach not happy with that shot. Under a minute left to play. Again, absolutely dominant performance by your WASA Golden Eagles. Sydney has a rebound here. Sydney over to Ivy. Lucy's got the basketball, lots of hands swatting at her. Gets the foul call, and Lucy's worst nightmare, she's headed to the free throw line. You can just see the look of shock on her face. It's priceless. Wish we had a close-up look on that. Not where she wants to be. But she's got to learn how to do it in order to be competitive. Good looking shot there from Lucy. It had the distance. Aim was a little bit off. Got to get a little bit more arc, but it was strong enough to get there. Second shot coming. Ball is up. Oh, rims out. Sydney's got the rebound. Gently places it in the hoop. 12 seconds left. It should be the last possession. That'll be the ball game, folks. Final score is LWSRA Hawks 34, your Marquette Golden Eagles 70. Dominant performance by Marquette. Stay with us, folks. We'll start the live stream again in just about 10-15 minutes here for what should be a great matchup between the Golden Eagles and the Rancho team from California. We'll see you in a few.